first of all, of the Russia bullshit, McCarthyism, smears, or whatever propaganda that's been being pushed through the media from the Democrats and through all the neoliberal elite has been pushing this Russia thing. And where did it come from? This is an internal document from the Hillary Clinton campaign, and it was created. Hillary Clinton for President consultant team, guy named Pete Brodnitz. This is from June 26, 2015, and this is from an internal poll they did on the horse race, and it's called Top Line Results. So if you look where that arrow points, that's the conclusion of their internal polling was that Secretary Clinton's top vulnerability as tested in this poll is the attack that claims that as Secretary of State, she signed off on a deal that gave the Russian government control over 20% of Americans' uranium production after investors in the deal donated over $140 million to the Clinton Foundation, just like Dylan Ratigan just said. And by the way, Bill Clinton also got $500,000 from a Kremlin-connected bank at the same time as this deal was going through, and that was among his highest paid speeches of his life. So that's real. So that's a real connection. Her internal polling showed that that was her biggest vulnerability because half of all likely voters are less likely to support Clinton after hearing that statement, and 17% were much less likely to support. So they said that was her biggest vulnerability. And what do you do with your vulnerability? You throw it on your opponent. Also, what is your opponent's biggest strength? You attack it. When John Kerry ran against George Bush, he was a war hero. He had Purple Hearts and a Bronze Star. They attacked his Purple Hearts. They said they were all fake. He got them when he was running away. His guys who worked with him on the Swift boat hated him. That's where they attacked his strength. And so Donald Trump's biggest strength was his patriotism. So they fucking take her biggest vulnerability and they throw it on his biggest strength. And that was a decision made by John fucking Podesta. And how do I know that? Because here it is, 2015. So just a few months after that internal report, Donald Trump starts to surge. At the end of 2015, he starts to surge and they start to get scared. So if you read that part in blue at the bottom, what it says is the best approach is to slaughter Donald for his bromance with Putin. That's from December 2015, after the June thing. So there you go. That's where this comes from. This is fucking made up. And you know how I know it will never be proven is because the FBI and the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, were not allowed to look at the DNC or Podesta servers. So we'll never have fucking proof ever. That's the only way you could prove it. So there you go. How is that fucking possible? You tell me how that's fucking possible.
That's why we're here.
I'll tell you how that's possible, because they're all fucking corrupt. That's how it's possible. Because at the time, Loretta Lynch was running the Department of Justice. That's why. Because Barack Obama was the president. That's why. And everybody thought Hillary Clinton was going to be fucking president. That's why it happened. I just answered.